Greetings, Aquarius, and welcome to your daily tarot reading. And my name is Ingrid. And for those new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. And welcome, everyone. And we're going to start off today with Osho, a transformational tarot. And we'll get one card from that and clarify it with tarot. And let's see what it is that we have today for Aquarius. 32 could be an important number. 3 and 2 is 5, so that could be a significant change is coming up for you, Aquarius. Beyond the small family. Well, this is suggesting to not just focus on those familiar energies, the people that you've known maybe your whole life. Beyond that, you're moving beyond that connection, or both the negative and the positive influence, and finding your own family within your soul tribe. But let's see what Osho has to say for the energy of 32. And I hope you're all doing well, and connecting to this message will be very important for you. So looking at the card, Beyond the Small Family, you are born with a tremendous possibility, Aquarius, of intelligence. Well, you're an air sign. That is where your true nature lies. You're a water bearer, but your mind is quicksilver. You are born with a light within you. That's the star, Aquarius. Listen to the still small voice within, and that will guide you. Nobody else can guide you. Nobody else can become a model for your life. As we were saying, the small family, you could have been programmed, indoctrinated, had a certain kind of cultural or familiar upbringing, but that cannot control you. That is not what is going to guide you now. Nobody else can become a model for your life because you are unique. Well, that is you. You're an inspiration. You're authentic. The Aquarius, you're very innovative. There's nobody like you. Nobody has there ever been who is exactly like you. And nobody is ever going to be there again who will be exactly like you. Well, that's true of every one of us. That is your glory, your grandeur, that you are ultimately and utterly irreplaceable, that you are just yourself and nobody else. That is so beautiful, and that is a message that is very important for Aquarius. Right now, I'm sensing it as a fellow Aquarius, to really trust and move into our uniqueness. That is what we have to offer the world now. That is our inspiration, to inspire others with being totally unique. Don't be afraid to be yourself. And it says, it is only your own voice that will lead you into a blossoming into freedom. So Aquarius, use your voice, speak up, be unique, shine like the star, inspire others. Just with being yourself, you don't really have to do anything. You are unique. There's no one less like you. And thank you for that message. And then we come at the bottom of the deck is the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. So you're coming into your creative power, your uniqueness, your beauty. You're just sitting on your throne, letting nature and the whole universe flow from you, from your uniqueness, from your ability to give and receive love and to create out of just nothing. And so it is, and this is what is coming for Aquarius today. Aquarius. If there's a need to rest and renew and pray, take this day off and really get into your uniqueness. There's nobody who's been born or ever will be born who's just like you, and that is very empowering. And this is what is coming for you today, Aquarius. Well, if you've been standing your ground and being very defensive about maybe your authenticity, maybe feeling like you have to stand up for yourself, use your intuition, and look at all the trials there behind you. You've gone through the war. You've been wounded by life. But you don't even care anymore because you know that you're worth this, and you have this one final wand that you're holding tight to. It's almost like I've tried these other 8 and nothing really worked, but now this is going to help me move into my uniqueness, my true inspiration, and my true innovative energy. I'm standing up for myself. Maybe you're defending your uniqueness because you have a lot of deep feeling and love for yourself and for whatever it is you're defending. You're defending the truth. You're defending your values, what you believe in. And her cup is just so gorgeously ornate. And because that's what look how beautiful it is. Whatever supports the vessel. The vessel is the holder of our emotions, of our feelings, of our values, and also of our intuition. And she's just at the water's edge. You're very close to your emotions right now about a situation you're standing your ground for. And it's going to come at the foundation with celebration. You're coming into this soul tribe, people who are recognizing your uniqueness. Maybe you have an online presence, or that it's just that you maybe felt like I've had to defend myself, stand up for what I'm putting out there, what I'm creating, what I'm taking bold action on. And you have a lot of deep feelings about this, and others do too. They're celebrating with you. Whatever it is you love or putting out into the world with love, it's going to bring you that uniqueness, your authenticity. You're going to be very transparent about what it is you're wanting to create, and you're coming into a harvest. You have people who are purifying, or you're helping to purify your waters. That's the feeling. Sometimes we have been influenced by the small family, the people around us, our upbringing, our culture, these programmings, and now you're cleansing that and finding people who recognize what you're truly creating has a lot of value. And it's coming with the recent past. This is an air sign, Aquarius, a Gemini, Libra. You came in boldly. Look how this knight is just bursting on the scene of the card, out of the clouds, ready for battle. You're ready. You're taking action. You already took action in the past to be yourself, to be authentic, to break free of influences that are no longer serving your highest mission, which is to bring in that deep understanding and transmute those energies of love, of intuition, of what you really feel. And it's going to require you, the higher powers is bringing the devil. Capricorn energy. This is the first major arcana that's showing up today. And there you are, Aquarius. When you can invert the devil, when you can transmute this energy, you come into your star upright. But when you are entrapped with the devil, it's very defensive. You need to defend yourself against toxic energies, Capricorn energy, because you're seeing the truth. The knight says, the right is worth the fight. If I know something's right, if I'm true to myself, I'm going to speak up. It might not be pleasant. I might sound defensive, but I have to defend myself and speak up against the devil, against this entrapment. And you're not even that trapped. You're loosely bound to this goat, this devil, something that's very tempting, but you know it's not going to lead to purified waters. It's not going to lead you to feeling safe emotionally or tender with your heart. But you're going to break free of the devil because you're seeing the truth about the devil. You've got two queens now. There's a lot of feminine energy, whether you're a man or a woman, but it's receiving these deep values, these deep feelings, this ability to love and nurture, but also the ability to speak the truth. And look, this knight is coming right toward the queen. And they're speaking, they're taking action on the truth. And you're going to be receiving a blessing, but there is a truth coming in about a toxic relationship, something that is entrapping you, something that you've maybe been defensive about, protecting your heart, your cup. But you're going to move into the future with truth and clarity and speak your mind. This is Aquarius. You speak up. You're a truth seeker. And once you see the truth, it's going to bless you to leave the devil. Anything that's toxic behind. If there is a habit, you're needing to, the higher power says that's finished. You're celebrating moving on from that addiction, that unhealthy relationship, a belief system that is holding you back, but now you're going for the truth. And it's coming because you're seeing that you have been in conflict with yourself. This is how you see this defensiveness. Well, you've been having to defend yourself against the competition. And stand your ground, keep on going, be the wounded warrior. And if there has been arguments or quarrels, because when we have an addiction, there can be just difficulty, chaotic energy. People can be fighting. You could be in conflict with whether you want to leave this devil behind or not. But you're going to stand up and move forward because you're seeing the truth now. And the truth is going to be coming from your environment. And what the truth is that there has been fighting, there has been conflict. You know this isn't right for you. It has been maybe taking away your finances, leaving you out in the cold, making you feel unhealthy, not good enough, lacking. This is the card of emotional, physical, and spiritual lack. And that is the environment. Maybe you're looking at the environment you're dealing with, this beyond the small family. And the small family, maybe the people who influenced you as a child, made you feel like life was all about a conflict and setup, or you were in conflict with what you stood for, what you believed in. And now you're feeling like you're moving beyond this kind of feeling of being left out in the cold, being vulnerable, being left out. And it's going to come with the hope and fear of the Empress. Well, yes, we had seen the Empress in the initial energy of you're sitting on your throne of creativity, of beauty. This is the card of love. You have Venus here. And you've got your 12 stars in your crown. You're connecting to all of the zodiacs. You're sitting in nature. This is the great mother, the divine feminine, nature itself, creativity, productivity. And that is your hope and fear, is that you can move beyond conflict, fighting, setbacks, internal obstacles, feeling like you're not good enough. Feeling that the environment is saying you're not good enough, Aquarius, but you know you are unique. There's nobody like you and nobody ever will. You're authentic. You have just your basic incarnation. Being here is the Empress. Taurus, Libra energy could be important. And there you are with your pomegranates. You are fruitful. There are lots of seeds of creativity. You're creating something brand new. And it's coming with the energy of disappointment in relationships. Well, if you've been disappointed in your relationships, well, you're going to celebrate them now. There's something about taking this cup. This is a cup of a social invitation, a new opportunity to love, to be connected to others. And the Empress is all about giving and receiving love. So take this cup and it's going to connect you to the Empress. And that is what we see. Let's see, what is it that you are coming into at the beginning of the reading? The general energy is standing your ground, being resilient, keeping on going, not giving up. That's very worthy of you because you love what you're doing. You know it's valuable. You know you're going to be celebrated, Aquarius. So let go of any self-sabotage, overthinking something, because you know you're getting the truth and what's right is worth the fight. So break free of this prison of the devil. The devil keeps us in a mental prison because we feel attached. We feel limited by the devil. And that could be something in your mind. You might not even be that trapped, you see. You're loosely bound, just like these two figures are loosely bound to the devil. So if there's something that you know you need to break free of, you will. So look into your mind. If you're in any way looking at yourself in a limiting, negative way of feeling like you're isolated and people are interfering with your ability to stand firm in your true, authentic nature, well, you're going to break free of that and celebrate the energy of letting go of this defeat. This is coming to the end of a time of betrayal, where you've stood up and maybe felt like that if you didn't stand your ground, you would be like hitting rock bottom. And rock bottom comes often when we are addicted, have a low moral compass, and we're connected to this toxic energy, things that are unhealthy, thought systems that hold us down, past situations that have betrayed us. But you're breaking free of that and moving toward the Hierophant. Well, you could be connecting to this Taurus energy. It comes up twice, and we're in Taurus season. So it's happening right now that you're going to go beyond the small family in April, May of this year, 2025. And congratulations, because you're coming into all of your ripeness, your fertile energy about fertility, not only of the earth and nature, but of the spirit realm, of knowing what is true and right for you. And this is going to help you break free of the devil, of any limiting beliefs, and know as above, so below. And in this gesture here, in the Ten of Swords, and with the Emperor, they both have the same hand signal. Do you see that? And that is saying, as above, so below, to bring those energies together toward a new contract, a new commitment. You are being initiated. You've got the keys to the kingdom, not only of the physical realm of abundance and nurturing and creativity, but also of the masculine spiritual leader, the Pope. So you might be coming into this powerful position of leadership because you've broken free of toxic energies, of the ego. The devil represents the ego, which is just this separate self that is always having to feel like it is defending its position. The ego stands up for its position by using these kind of addictive temptations to keep us trapped. So a decision is going to be made. You're at a crossroads. Are you going to stay with the devil, those low vibrating energies, or move beyond the small family to this family of spiritual connections? This is the human family. This is the spirit realm made real in the world. So you're going to make a decision with your mind. You might have had to go inward because you have both of these cards have the energy of being bound with the blindfold. So you're taking off the blindfold and seeing your life from the a wisdom, from this spiritual perspective. And it's going to bring you into bold action. You're ready, you're confident, you're moving forward. You have two of the fastest moving knights, and they're moving you away from any low vibrating energy of guilt or shame toward the truth. And the truth is worth the fight. And you got the momentum and confidence, and you're cocky, you're daredevil. You're going to go after this. And it's going to bring you any kind of physical energy where you're just worrying about someone else, or you're worrying about what people think, or just in a nightmare. You're going to break free of that and see it truthfully and put down any kind of fighting. If there's somebody who's been bullying you, if those belief systems feel very toxic, well, break free of them and be the boss. Claim your true life now, Aquarius. You have both the Emperor and the Hierophant. So these are two of the most profound energies of the masculine. This is the divine masculine. This is the father, the boss, the authority. This is the structure of the physical world, institutions, governments, systems. And you're coming into wisdom about that. And the final advice is you're waking up to a brand new life. You're coming out of the box. You've maybe been boxed in by old belief systems or traditional values, but you're breaking free and following a more spiritual path. And you're reviewing your path in life now from the position of authority, designing the life you want, being the commander of your situation, being the final arbiter. And as we all know, God, source, our higher mind is our final decision maker. And you're going to gain wisdom from that by waking up to this rebirth. And that is what's coming. And you're going to celebrate this with others. People are going to recognize this big change you're making. And it's going to bring you in to a sense of something you deeply love, but also know is true and right for you. They are speaking together. The Queen of Swords, in her clarity and intelligence, is helping the Queen of Cups to have a blessing that you're right, your emotions are true. You're moving beyond that small family into your true, amazing nature, Aquarius. And I'm so happy to deliver this message. You're breaking free of toxic unhealthy situations. Let that go, because you're going to do it fast. And if there's anything that has been causing you to be in a nightmare, well, you're leaving the nightmare behind because you finally hit rock bottom with it. And you know that you're coming out of this isolation, this interference with your mind, this overthinking, this sabotage. Because you're seeing clearly now, Aquarius. I can see clearly now the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles disappear, and the blessing is coming because you're waking up to what it is you truly want to celebrate, the life of these deep emotions, your intuition, your psychic. You're very loving. And also you're knowing you're going to fight for what is true about yourself. You've stood your ground. You're going forward and making this decision to leave behind any feeling of lack. You've got 3 of the 5s. So Aquarius, there's no doubt you're changing. This is radical, difficult change. When we leave the devil behind, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. But you're doing this because you're worth it. You know you are. And it's going to bring you not only to a power and authority over your 3D, but also a power and authority and an initiation into a new commitment to your true nature, which is your authenticity, your authority over your true nature, which is you are unique. And you're connecting to the higher powers, and you're going to bring forth that through teaching or wisdom. And so it is, Aquarius, and sending you so much love. I hope this resonates. It's a lot to take in. But trust in your own true nature. That's the significant message today. And if it resonates, please let me know in the comments where you are tuning in from. What is this bringing up for you? What are you letting go of? What bad habit or seduction or temptation? But sit on your throne. You're the final arbiter of your life. And so it is, and sending you love. Bye-bye.